Hello! Today we are going to try Uplink, Introversion's classic uh, freelance hacker game thingy set in the near future of 2010. This is a 2001 game. So, let's see. I don't know if I will be doing a full playthrough of Uplink. I think at some point it starts to get kind of samey, and although there are kind of story missions, it's not very character focused or anything like that. Hello, Rayburst. See you on here. So I don't know if we'll do a full playthrough of Uplink at any point, but play at least probably a couple of times till it gets too repetitive. Hello, CLO101. And let's switch over to this, see if it... Well, that didn't work. That was working earlier today when I tested it, so of course it would not work now. Error could not initialize Steam. Well, why would that be? Let's try turning that off. Nope. Well, let's try restarting Steam. Maybe that'll help. Get to try to play this again. I don't think it's an OBS thing because I tested this with OBS earlier today to make sure that it would run. To make sure it would run, and look, now since I made sure it would run, now it's not. Okay, looks like restarting Steam fixed it for some reason. Welcome to the Uplink Public Access Server. Uplink Corporation maintains the largest list of freelance agents in the world, and we have operated for the last decade with a flawless record of satisfied customers and successful agents. Our company acts as an anonymous job center, bringing corporations together with agents who can work for them. Our company also provides rental of essential gateway computers to all agents, which allow unparalleled security in a high-risk environment. You are here because you wish to join this company. Oh, how are your girls? I think your girls are doing good today. Played with Sylvie quite a bit today. She did good on her tummy time down on the mat. When did I do that with her? Yesterday, this morning. I don't actually remember, but she liked holding her head up to look at the piano thing, flashing lights and playing music. But yeah, I really like the soundtrack for this for the type of game that it is. I think I used to listen to this sound. I think I used to listen to this soundtrack while doing work. Actually, this is one of the things that I would sometimes play in the background. About Us. So that was just the About Us thing. Register as an agent. Your Uplink membership package includes a gateway computer at a secure location. You will connect to this machine from your home computer when you are working for Uplink. You can have it upgraded at a later stage if necessary. A low-interest loan of 3,000 credits with Uplink International Bank to get you started. Access to our bulletin board system, the usual place for Uplink agents to find work, and you will be officially rated as an Uplink agent, and we will monitor your progress. As your rating increases, you will find new avenues of work become available. We are... Fill this in. I would like to. Enter my name. Justice. Enter my password. What should my password for this be? I'll do link up. Because I don't think it actually needs to be a strong password for this. Uplink Corporation will not ask for any more personal details. In the event you are being charged with illegal operations, our corporation will be forced to disavow all knowledge of your actions. However, you will be safe from arrest, as your real-world address will never be stored, unless you do something silly like transferring money into your bank account from someone else's bank account, which, because you have your own bank account, they can then find your actual personal information. Uplink Corporation's offices all around the world. Please select a nearby location for your gateway. I guess we'll start in Los Angeles. Registration is now taking place. As part of your membership, we will assign you a gateway computer system in your chosen server room. This will act as your jumping off point to the rest of the net. When you next log in, you will connect directly from your home computer to this gateway machine, and from there to the rest of the world. Should any of your actions be traced back to your gateway, Uplink Corporation will disavow any knowledge of your actions and will destroy your account. Your gateway machine will also be destroyed. Rental of your gateway computer will cost 300 credits a month. Downloading Uplink operating system. Checking all our hardware and stuff. Uplink OS successfully started on Gateway. Your Gateway computer has been successfully set up and will accept only your username and password in the future. When you next start Uplink on your home computer, you'll be connected automatically to this gateway. In your email, you will find a message from Uplink Corporation with some useful IP addresses. You will also find the Uplink test mission, which will allow you to practice hacking. Would you like to run the tutorial? Yes, because I do not remember how to play this game. I probably haven't played it in at least 10 years. Welcome to the Uplink tutorials. Program should get started. But next. First things first, you can move this tutorial on the screen. Yay, we can... Oh, left click. We can move windows like they were windows. Although it is odd, you have to left click on this and then it binds to your cursor and then you right click to put it down. It's not a click and drag thing. That's probably easier on my hand though. We're going to start by looking at some of the facilities available on your screen. Click the flashing hardware button. It's the slowly flashing hardware button. We have a single... So we have a 60 gigahertz system with a GQL. Is that a gigaquad? I don't know. Oh, GQ/S, I guess. So 1 gigaquad per second, and memory capacity is 24 gigaquads. I assume that's gigaquad, because that's the only thing I can think of that it would be, which is the Star Trek unit of memory. Or at least by Star Trek Next Generation, anyway. Everything's in some number of quads. The screen shows the status of your gateway. The gateway is the link between your home PC and the rest of the net. In reality, the gateway is a computer sitting in one of our offices. You'll dial into this gateway automatically every time you start Uplink. At the moment, your gateway is very basic. It has a slow processor and very little memory. You'll be able to upgrade later. Click on the flashing memory banks button. This shows all the files you have stored in your memory banks. At the moment, you only have this tutorial and a couple of file utilities. File copier and file deleter. Click on the flashing personal status button. This screen shows your official ratings. These reflect your skill and successes and will no doubt increase with time. Neuromancer. Rating neutral. Unofficial. Neuromancer unofficial. Not sure what that exactly represents. Rating registered. Grade 16 Uplink agent. But ranks must go down as you get better instead of up. Criminal record none. As your rating increases, you'll find more interesting and profitable avenues of work become available to you. Click on the flashing Finance button. Here you can see how much money you have in your bank accounts. Final button allows you to compose a new email and send it. We don't need to do this at the moment. Okay. Big button to the left allows you to run the software. I guess I can still look at the... yeah. Allows you to run the software tools on your gateway. So here's where I can start programs, but I don't really have anything except the tutorial and those file copy thingies. These two boxes show the date and... oh, up here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're keeping me up, but I don't think so. This is a little early for me to go to bed yet. These two boxes show the date and time and your current location on the net. We can speed up time and pause. I think, though, if you're paused, you can't do stuff. Yeah, Uplink doesn't really allow you to take actions when you're paused, so you have to be at minimum going normal time. This shows all the programs are up here that I'm running, and you can adjust how much CPU usage they get relative to each other. So you can make some things run faster while other things are slowed down. Bring up the global communication screen by clicking on the world map. This lets you set up long-distance connections that bounce around the world with extensive use of this screen. Come back here later, click the close button to return to the main screen. I don't see a close button, but maybe they mean this. Oh, maybe this. New emails will queue up in the bottom right of the screen. Welcome to Uplink. Your details have been entered into our account. Congratulations, you are now an officially rated Uplink agent. We recommend you complete the Uplink test mission before attempting any real work. Your first stopping off point should be the Uplink Internal Services System. Once there, log in and click on Help, followed by Getting Started. Uplink Internal Services System. It's for an email from Uplink Corporation. It is basically a welcome message. You should take the time to read it at some point. Is just open one email. As well as mail, you'll also get missions queuing up on the bottom right of the screen. Ah, that's this here. Gain access to the Uplink text machine by breaking the outer security method. Access the file server and download the target file Uplink test data. Remove any traces of your hack. Return the data to us at this address. This screen shows you all the information you need on how to complete the mission. You should always study this in depth before beginning work. You learned how to complete missions like this in part 2 of the tutorial. For now, click the close button. That is the end of tutorial 1. You should have an overview by now of the basic functions on screen. Click next to continue. Alright, so let's do our first mission. We'll show you how to complete your first hack for Uplink. First hack will be the Uplink test mission. I'll click on the mission description to read the details. Again, read the description carefully, but the basic aim is to break into the Uplink test machine and steal a file. Uplink test data. We're going to start by connecting to the target. Select Uplink test machine from the list of bookmarked links on screen. I have a list of right here. Uplink test machine. Welcome to the Uplink test machine. This will be your first opportunity to hack into a real computer system with real defenses. There is no point in trying to hack a real computer system until you can do the Uplink test in your sleep. You will be traced during your attempt, so remember to monitor the communications lines. However, no action will be taken against you should you be traced. Hint, never connect directly to your target server. Bounce your connection around the world. It will make you much harder to track and give you longer to complete your work. Remember that you will leave logs on the computers you use as relays, which can be traced back to you. Ideally, your connection should use a computer which allows you easy and risk-free log access, so you can erase your tracks without fear of punishment. You should read the opening text message before clicking next. Click on the Start the Test button to bypass the screen. This is a user ID screen. You'll need a username and password to get past, which we don't have. In reality, you will almost never have a genuine username and password. You'll have to hack your way in. In order to hack our way in, we'll need to buy some software. Disconnect from this machine. Yoink. Connection terminated. The best place to buy software for hacking is the Uplink Internal Services System. Connect to that site. Unlike most sites, you do have a valid username and password because you're a registered Uplink agent. You can either type a username and password or just click them. Click! We're in, your authorization has been accepted, and your actions are being monitored by Uplink's central computer system. This computer system provides a number of valuable services to the hacker community, including software tools which we need. Access Uplink-related news stories, accept work from contractors, and upgrade your computer. Oh, what's in the data? 2 years of software development stolen. Let's see. These look like more sort of general things. We want to upgrade our software so we can hack user ID screens. Click on Software Upgrades. The screen lists all the software tools that Uplink currently has for sale. Items in gray are out of my price range, which of course is most... Oh right, I have to right-click. There we go. First tool you will need is one of the basic Uplink agent tools, the Password Breaker. Password Breaker. Scroll down the list and select the Password Breaker. The current price is for this tool is $1,500. Purchase. There are different versions? No, this one only has one version, I guess. Not as fast as a dictionary hacker, but guaranteed to find the password eventually. Software tool's now been uploaded to your memory banks, and 1,500 credits have been deducted. Now we can try breaking that password. So disconnect from here and connect again to the Uplink test machine. Bypass the opening test. So let's run our Password Breaker and give it more CPU. How do we give this a target? Oh, I click a text box. Oh dear, you've been disconnected by the computer you're trying to hack into. They noticed the fact that you're trying to hack their password screen and kicked you off their system. Because this is a test machine, you won't be punished in any way. In the real world, you could now face a fine or even jail time. This tutorial will show you how to hack into a computer without being caught in any way. First thing we need is a warning system so we can tell if they're about to catch us. We can buy software that will do this. Connect to the Uplink International Services System. Go to the software sales menu. Find Trace Tracker. It is cheap, although there's more expensive versions. This item of software can tell you how close you are to being traced. There are several versions of this item. Higher versions have more features but are more expensive. You can afford a Trace Tracker V2. So let's do that. Informs you of the progress of any... Oh yeah, this has the percentage of trace complete. The high-end version of this also has the time remaining before trace. It includes an estimate of the exact time. I guess I don't know the difference between time remaining before trace and with the estimate of the exact time remaining. But anyway, I guess we're getting version 2. Now about that item of software, you should run it straight away from the software menu under Security. Trace Tracker. Trace Tracker is now running. It's currently telling me that nobody is trying to trace me. That's good. Having a warning system is a step in the right direction. We also need to slow down any traces that are being performed on us. We do this by call bouncing. This involves extending our connection around the world to confuse the opponent. First, disconnect system. Bring up the global communications map. We need to establish a long-distance connection to our target, the Uplink test machine, bound through several intermediate systems. We build this connection by clicking on each of the intermediate nodes in sequence. Click on location internic, which I am not seeing. Internal. Oh, it's because it's down here. Ding! Uplink public access server. Ding! Put on Uplink internal services system. Finally, click the target Uplink test machine. We've now set up a long-distance connection to the target bounced through 3 intermediate nodes. It will take the opponent a lot longer to trace and disconnect us this time. Click on Connect to establish the link. I'm going to save this list first. What's this do? Oh, this is a zoom. Blah blah blah, this stuff again. Start the test. Password breaker. Give it all the CPU. Trace, 25%. Now the trace is now in progress. It's only a test machine, so it'll be slow traced. If you recall, the trace is down here. And oh, you can't see the trace because it's in this corner. There we go. If you recall the mission description, we have to steal a file from the system. Click on Access File Server. Uplink test data is what we need, so we need to use our file copier. Take the Uplink test data. It is now being copied. Let's increase CPU for that. Finish copying the file. Oh, I have to put it in memory somewhere. That's a big chunk of data. Disconnect from the system. Oop. I clicked the wrong thing, but whatever. Got there eventually. We'll close our file copier. And in a real-world hack, we now have to make some attempt to delete the access logs that we've just left behind. Every time you log into a system, copy a file, or make any changes, you leave behind access logs. These logs can be used by other agents to trace you and put you in jail. You may even end up tracing another agent one day. Back to the mission. Our final task is to send the copied file back to the customer. Actually, it did say in the mission that I should delete the logs, so... Didn't it? Hello, Sloppy Sunday. Yes, I've also played this a long time ago, but it's been a long time, and I don't really remember it. Very well. Let's see. Download the... I really like the soundtrack, though. That's one of the things that made me want to play it again. Let's see, remove any traces... Yeah, it says to remove any traces of my hack, which I have not done, but the tutorial wants me to continue anyway. Uplink test data. Now click on Send. Mission has now been completed. Alright, it bumps me up to beginner rating. First, it's congratulating and completing the mission and informing you that you've been paid. In this case, paid nothing. The second is informing you that your rating has gone up and you'll now be able to do some more dangerous / profitable work. You should now go to the Uplink International Services System and look through the work available to you. The end of Part 2. In Part 3, you'll learn how to start making money as an Uplink agent. I'll go ahead and delete that email. So, Tutorial 3, Working as an Agent. Welcome to Part 3 of the tutorial. Hopefully you finished the test mission. This part will show you what to do next. The Uplink Internal Services System is the place where you'll find all your future work. Connect there now. Uplink Internal Services System. Uplink maintains a list of available... Okay, before I do that, I'm going to... Because I don't think I have a log deleter. Which is really important. How much money? I don't have enough for a good version of it, though. The best version is 4,000. Because the other ones can be undeleted. By others, so that's a issue. Oh well, let's just look at the mission list. Move this out of the way. Exit mark. Mission list. You can see a few missions that are available now. If you don't see any available missions, you can accelerate time until some appear. So my uplink rating isn't high enough for most of these. Oops, I skipped something by accident. And I can't go back, I don't think. Each time you successfully complete a mission, you'll be paid and your uplink rating will go up. As your rating goes up, more missions will appear. Employers are more likely to offer more dangerous missions and more pay as your rating gets higher. In addition, your Neuromancer rating is affected by the types of missions you do. This rating is effectively a record of your moral values. You may find employees are unwilling to give you certain missions if your Neuromancer rating is too low. Exit out from the mission screen. No, I didn't take a mission. Uplink Corporation maintains a large database of useful information on the subject of hacking and computer security. It's like, help! Help! To attempt more complex missions, you will undoubtedly run into more security systems. All of the information we have on these systems is kept in these help pages. Right. There's the guide to hacking all the things. You may learn that you need some new software or hardware upgrade. Exit out from the help screen. Okay. Once you're working on the harder missions, you'll find your current gateway is too limited. You may need faster CPU capabilities, more memory or bandwidth, or more personal security. Gateway upgrades. Yeah, all the stuff we can get bigger, fancier gateways that can have more memory, more CPUs, more bandwidth. I guess some of them have some trade-offs. There's these three like really high-end ones that trade off having, I believe, more memory, more CPU, or just really good all around, I guess. Currently, I just have this first cruddy. No room for CPU upgrades and limited memory capacity. After a few missions, you'll be able to afford to upgrade. Your old gateway is part exchange, so you can work up the list slowly. Uplink Corporation does not store any records on who is using which gateway. That means that your gateway can be traced, but you are safe. If you are traced during an hack, we will be forced to seize your accounts and gateway. This means you'll have to start from the bottom of the gateway list again when you rejoin. Later gateways have room for your own security. You can install cameras and motion sensors which will give you early warning of trouble. If you destroy your gateway before it is seized, you can normally save your accounts and name. However, you will, of course, lose your gateway. This is the end of Tutorial 3. You should have a good idea what to do next. Uplink Corp wishes you luck for the future. Well, first thing, I think I probably should get a log deleter. Don't know why you don't start with the basic one of those. So status, where's my memory? Right, I really think I need a log deleter of some kind. Since unless I can take out a longer loan. Let's connect to the larger loan. Let's connect to the bank and see if I can get any bigger of a loan. Loans? Increase loan? Okay, that's my maximum loan. Ooh, financing is kind of nasty, 40%. Done. Let's connect, and we'll reconnect to the Uplink services. Alright, we can at least get version 2 of the log, log deleter, which is slightly better. It's really not that much better, though. Really, I want version 3 or 4, but I guess I'll start with just version 1 and then upgrade it later, I guess. IP lookup. Converts raw IP number into an internet address and adds it to your links. I probably want that at some point, but I don't need it right now, I guess. Okay, mission list. Access a rival system and steal research files. Find and destroy crucial data. Sabotage files. Copy important files. Break into sabotage, steal, break, delete. Alright, which one of these is the... $1,500 credits, difficulty 2. Let's find the... whatever the lowest difficulty is first. 1,800 credits, 1,500 credits. All these I think are difficulty 2. I guess only the tutorial mission is difficulty 1 maybe? Difficulty 2 is the lowest I can get now. Okay, let's hack into a computer and delete key files. Oh, you do not have a sufficient uplink rating to auto-accept this. Oh, I have to look at it. Who is the target? We'd rather not reveal that. How secure is the target? The security will be low. So much money. No particular reason. It's a standard mission. Okay, agreed. Now I have a mission. So let's try and do this mission. Night Tech Internal Services. 3 gigapods. Destroy this bait. Data on that. Let's make sure I have a block big enough. Okay, I got a block of 3 there. Destroy this data in all backups. Send notice. Oh, actually, speaking of that, let's delete our tutorial. Because that takes a bunch of space that we don't need. I should probably, like, put... Oh, and I don't need this test data either. While we're at it, let's go through and delete our access logs to that Uplink test machine. Log deleter. So which is the oldest? Okay, here's the oldest log. The problem with the log deleter is it leaves behind these log deleted lines, and those can be Those can be undeleted with any of the undeleting software. Alright, so that's the thing that I need to hack into there, that night services. The music in this is a touch loud right now for me. I wonder, is there a settings button that I can... I don't see that I can actually turn the music down at all. Guess I'll just turn my volume down. Hopefully it's not too loud for everybody else. Or I can nudge it down a little bit more in the streaming control panel. Let's load our current path and connect to there. Although actually, I should have internet. Welcome to the Internet Information Center. Use of this service is free and open to all. So I can just add like a whole lot of systems. Like really a whole lot. They're all public machines mostly. And terminals. I guess not all of them. Actually, before I do go wild on that, I think I can color code, toggle the color of this link on the map. Okay, so I can turn some of these things orange that are important, I guess. I guess the public access server isn't important, but let's turn some of those orange. And then I can add all of these and set up a giant bounce path to all of them. Through all of them, rather. Uplink's credits machine. There's actually a computer that you can do for to look at the credits. There's now, if I remember right, there's an awful lot of like Easter egg systems in this, but I think mostly you need to know their IP addresses already. Protovision game server. All the things, all the things. We're just gonna connect through all the things. Almost there. Of course, then I have to set up the bounce path through all of these things. Okay. Those. It's all the public servers on the map, on this giant map. How do I scroll it? Oh, it scrolls when the mouse is near the edge. Start with some public access servers. Also, there's these are all zero latency connections apparently. Or this would be miserable to actually try to do anything through all this many jumps. Yet it still slows down their traces somehow. I don't really know how that works, because it doesn't make my connection any slower, but... Which that seems like something that they could, that maybe the game should have, if you go too crazy with a bounce route, it would have a deleterious effect on your connection in some way, either by affecting your maximum bandwidth or actually adding latency, but that would be kind of a pain to fake. Probably. Because for the most part, it would just make the game probably not feel good. Let's bounce all over Africa. And we'll bounce up into the Middle East. Maybe up into Europe for a while. Yes, the map is now an unreadable mess. Which is too bad. Let's bounce around Asia some. Do. Guess I didn't get up here yet. South Asia. And that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Save. Connection saved. And then here's the night tech thing that I wanted. Do. Let's break a password. Use all the CPU. M A L Z O V I Malvolio. Why does that name sound familiar? Sounds like a name that I've heard somewhere. Alright, I forgot what I was doing. Destroy this data and all backups. NI data 96730. File deleter 96730. Easy enough. Are there any backups? Nope. Then let's. How do I get? Oh, there's the close button. View records. Oh yeah, you can look through Malzovia. View links. So we got links to a few more systems that I don't probably care about, but admin, view log, security. Log deleter. Log deleter, more speed, please. Trace is only at 3%, so I have like all day practically. Yeah, higher end the versions of the trace tracker program give you this scary looking countdown. That That's interesting. Oh well, I guess I'll just delete all of these. Hopefully I don't get a mission to track anything that was here before. Or I guess if I do, then I can still undelete those logs. Security. Oh yeah, I can't turn off the monitor, I don't think. Oh, I can turn off the monitor. View logs. Okay, monitor off. You can also get a console. I can't remember what you can really do with the console. There is stuff you can do. I think you might be able to... Yeah, you can list. You can actually list files and delete them manually through here, I think. But access console. Well, we don't want to that in there either. Okay, so let's disconnect. Also, let's go through and so the Uplink test machine is the one I'm going to mainly be using to clear my logs. Not the test, but I have a username and password, so... Oh, it is doing a trace on me. I guess I need a different bounce path to there. I mean, I'll just use the same bounce path, but and terminate it at that other machine. Oh. It had a few rapid beeps and then stopped. Log deleter. We'll just delete. Get rid of this routing thing. Disconnect. Yeah, most of these I'm going to want to hide from the map. So let's go ahead and do that. Actually, I wonder if I can just get rid of them and they'll still be there when I load my bounce pad. Of course, I would need to find one that I can like locate again. Darwin Research Associates access terminal. Let's look for that. See if it still goes through there. So I really don't want all of my bookmarks to have all of the computers ever. Darwin Research Associates access terminal. Ah. Yeah, okay. So it shows up. And then if I yeah, if I remove it, I can just remove it. Okay, yeah. So let's delete all of these extras that I've got in here. But I'll add these Night Tech ones to my bounce path as well. Logical Solutions Internal Services. RMR Sample Company, blah, blah, blah. I just don't want to delete any of my Uplink ones. But I guess, oh, Steve Jackson game server. I should just connect and look at some of these, though. Let them go in. See if they have any... Attention, this computer system has been seized by... Oh, posture check. By the United States Secret Service in the interest of national security. Your IP has been logged. The Steve Jackson game server. You know, Steve Jackson games make GURPS and Ogre, and I think they did some... Pretty sure Steve Jackson games did some hacking RPG that I don't remember what it's called or haven't played, but probably what that's referring to. Or maybe it's referring to the Illuminati game that I think they did. Action Corporation. Anywhere, blah blah blah, Steve Jackson. Protovision, Internal Services Machine. Palm Top Software. Night Tech Bank. Andromeda. Chuanet. Silicon Valley. Arc. Okay, so Kronos Corp. Moon Microsystems. Naval Promoting. Blah 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 blah. Don't see anything interesting down here for a while. Oh, E-Trade. Unity Networks. Protovision game server. Let's look at that one when we get down here. Oh, enter password to continue. Never mind then. Feels like I tried to break into that. Protovision well, let's see what the public access server has to say. Protovision public access server. Contact details. Okay, doesn't really have much there. I'm going to leave the game server on my list just because. Just had it not show up on the map. So maybe I'll try to break into it later when I have better software. And let's look at the Uplink credits machine too. So yes, here are the credits. Development time 816 days, source code size 93,102 lines. That's it? That's not... Really, that's not that many. I don't know. The game's only 20 megabytes though. Like, you get it from Steam, it's a 20 megabyte install size, so it's not huge. I assume most of that size is the music if it's 20 megabytes. Maybe that 20 megabytes is wrong. That's what it said, but even like the length of the soundtrack, that makes it seem unlikely. I don't know. Because it's not like MIDI files, it's actual OGG or MP3 or something. Anyway, now our map is much cleaner. Actually read it. At least until we load our bounce path, and then it's insane! Anyway, so the uplink test machine is annoying because it... Let's go ahead and save that night tech thing. Supposedly having an admin password makes it take longer to trace through that particular bounce in your bounce path, so that's why and also having a regular password helps with that too. That's why I'm adding this to my bounce path mainly. I'm just gonna look for a system that maybe doesn't try to trace me quite so immediately. I have as my first bounce, though I don't really want to redo all my bounce path. Though this is pretty early on in my bounce path, I think. Yeah, it's still not tracing me, so maybe I'll just use the internick as the one where I delete my logs. Oh, this is first in my bounce path, so yeah, we will delete all of this stuff. Delete, 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 delete. Delete, 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 delete. Disconnect. And there we go. Now let's see what we can do here. Oh, reply. Send notice of completion. I have completed the following mission. Hack into your computer and delete key files. Yoink. Congratulations on your success! And I just got 1,500 credits. Which is a relatively big chunk of money considering you only start with 3,000. Yeah, it's relatively big for what you start with anyway. So yeah, let's get back to Uplink internal services. Of course, if you mess up, you don't necessarily know right away, because it takes them a while to send the police after your machine, or after you personally. Yeah, let's look at what our options. So there's the dictionary. So the dictionary hacker is very fast at getting passwords that are dictionary words, but not all of them have that. Password breaker is slower but more reliable, so I would just tend to use it anyway. Because only weak systems are going to have bad passwords in this game, probably. Yeah, some of the higher end versions of some of the software, like this Trace Tracker, take more memory the bigger they get. Like Trace Tracker 4 takes 3 gigaquads, whereas Trace Tracker 3 takes 2 gigaquads, and version 1 and version 2 only take 1 apiece. So that's another trade-off with some of the more advanced software, as it starts to eat into your memory more. Yeah. I really want log deleter 4, so I'm just going to work straight towards that, and then I won't have to worry about a lot of stuff. IP probe scans a given IP address for security systems and reports the type in use. Interesting. Oh, and the higher end version reports their version information and their status, like whether they're turned on or not. HUD LAN view. Oh yeah, you need that to attack LANs. That's 50,000 credits. So LAN-based systems are a while before you can start dealing with. Oh, you can upgrade. Oh yeah, you can get a HUD upgrade that shows the trace as it bounces around the map. You can get an IRC client, like a real IRC client that connects to real IRC, which is kind of a fun thing that it has. Connection analysis. See the security systems installed on your target and launch bypass software at them. That is a thing that I think I need later. Or maybe I don't need it. At least there's some of these things that you can just figure out that it has because either your password breaker just makes no progress, or that'll come up later though. Then we have stuff to decrypt files, breaks through encryption ciphers. Oh, and the voice analyzer software, so you can call people and get voice samples and then use it to fake voice authorization on some systems that need it. So I'm not going to buy anything until I do 1 or 2 more missions, probably. Sabotage files. How does this work? Who's the target? They won't say. How secure is it? Security low. I don't actually know how this works exactly, sabotage files, because that sounds different than deleting them. But sure, let's agree to it. I can always do another mission if I need to get more money for some software that I don't have. Oh, it is just destroy data and all backups. Okay. Disconnect. Target machine is Optica Technology. Internal services. So we'll just break in the password here. Or faster. IUCUNDUD. Okay, I keep forgetting what I'm... opt data 98586. That one. File delete. 98586. Easy enough. Then let's check the logs. Delete some logs. Exit, disconnect. So it'll still have my disconnection mess log in there, which is why I leave the connection log in. So it can tell something connected, but not what it did. And it can tell where it connected from, but... Okay, where's the... It can't tell what it did. I can't prove that it did anything bad, because it doesn't know when something was done without the logs. Edo Hurty. So we'll delete the logs from here, because that's what I'm going to do each time. Just delete the routing log. And disconnect, and then we'll be done with that. Thank you for working for Bitwise Systems. Got under 1,500. Yay, we have reached the next Uplink rating. But with that extra 3,000, I think we can probably get the log deleter. A total of 3. Maybe not. Okay, I guess I have to do one more mission before I have enough money for the for the expensive log deleter. And now couple more types of missions are available. Improve our associates' academic rating. Break into a college and give them a better grade. Or help us prove a fellow employee is overrated. I guess break into their company and probably lower their employee, something about their employee, some employee record that's in there. So yeah, fashion show. I am wearing my Matrix Online shirt for today. It's a game that I worked on a long time ago, an MMO that lasted probably longer than it should, but, you know, never got a big player base and never became real big. And you can see that it is there are some glitches in the Matrix on my shirt when I stand up, so that it can't see my my fleshy colored parts. Ooh. But yeah, seemed fairly like a fairly straight line between Uplink and Lords of Cyberspace and my Matrix and the Matrix. So. Generate a university degree for a friend. Yeah, I'm not going to do any of those until I have better software. Can I auto accept this one yet? I can't. If your rating is high enough, you can auto accept missions and don't have to go through that contact screen. Turn file via email. I want. Oh, it's Night Tech again. Looking for optical associates. So night data 24188. Where is that one? I think it's this one. Night internal services. Yeah. 24188. Just making sure it's the last node in the link. I already have the password, so that should be easy, unless the file's already been deleted or something. 24188. That one. File copier 24188. Done. So yeah, pretty simple doing these simple ones. I just don't want to do anything more complicated until I have better log deleter. You'll also in the Uplink internal services, that news server mostly is to let you see what you're doing and also what other Uplink, the fake Uplink agents are doing. But there are a couple of actual news things in there that have to do with the kind of ongoing plot that kicks in at some point. Alright, where's the internet? There it is. Log deleter. Oops, didn't mean to do that, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go back through and delete all these lines with the good log deleter later anyway. Okay, done. I didn't attach the file. Whoops. Apply, file, that one. There's 1800, and then I can delete that file again. So yeah, real quick, let's switch over to here. So was it Rayburst, I think, who had wanted? No, wait. Yeah, I think it's Rayburst who voted for motion scanner. That actually finished first, even though it had fewer scientists on it than the laser weapons. So we now have motion scanners. This sophisticated device uses a variety of detectors and advanced computer algorithms to identify moving enemy units. Oh, maybe it had the most on it, actually. Oh no, now, yeah, I guess that's right, it was second. We actually did finish laser weapons, and then the people on laser weapons, 10 of them went to laser pistol, because that was specifically requested, and all the remainder went to the, because it was only specifically requested by one person, and the remainder went to motion scanner because it was next. I don't think there's a new project available, so we'll just dump the rest into laser pistol. And we'll make a few motion scanners. Whee! Okay, so, next. Where were we? We were gonna buy some software. Software upgrades. Let's buy ourselves the good version of the log deleter. And we will delete the bad version of the log deleter. And we'll try that out later. First, let's look at our mission list and see. Try a different type of mission. Improve our associate's academic standing. How secure is the target? Security will be low. Who's the target? Just a friend of ours. Possession of money. This qualification will be very useful to us. This person requires a first-class degree. I want to go to the International Academic Database. Benjamin Fairbairn. Okay, so it's up here at the top. Yoink. Now, it's possible that they have security that I can't break with what I have. This is a government-owned computer system. All attempts at legal access will be severely punished to the full extent of the law. Valid user accounts admin, read-write, and read-only. Password breaker, go. Well, my password breaker is making progress, so that's good. Dog. Doga? Dogan? Dogana. Doganalwa? I don't know. I don't think that's a word. Okay, so we want to Benjamin Fairbairn. Benjamin Fairbairn. There he is. Requires a first-class degree. I think I just have to do that. Academic record updated. Yeah, that should theoretically do it. Go ahead and delete the log of anything being... Oh, it actually doesn't have logs of the thing being changed. So I'll just delete the admin login log. Takes slightly longer because it deletes it and then it shifts the logs so that it up or down. I forget which way it has to do it. We'll see when I do the other related logs here. So like if I delete this, it has to then copy the logs, or it has to move the logs, so yeah, we move all the logs down. So if you're deleting an old log, it can take it a very long time to work its way through all of that. Not so long if I put more CPU into my log deleter though. But if you start from the top, if you're just deleting all the logs, like from the top down, it doesn't take as long. I'll just do that. I'll just get rid of all of these. And then it'll be all cleaned up. I think I can still only do one. Yeah, I can only do one at a time. There we go. Nice and clean. Except for the one floating disconnect that I have. Reply. Congratulations on your success. Thank you for working for Moon Microsystems. Yeah, we just gave someone a better classification, I guess. I could probably take a few missions at once instead of just grabbing them one at a time like I'm doing now. Improve our associates' academic rating. I just did that, but I could do... Lose a target, friend of ours, how secure, security will be low, okay, agreed. Help us prove an employee is overrated. That seems kind of mean. Generate a university degree. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll do a couple of those. This help us to prove a fellow employee is overrated is a little bit more valuable. Oh, is it sing mode time? I need to drink some water before I do that. I don't know if I can really sing with this music, but we'll see. Alternatively, I could sing the XCOM song that I wrote, but maybe I'll save that for an actual XCOM tactical mission stream. Sing mode. Sing mode. Yeah. Cannot sing very well now. I cannot sing. My voice is kind of strained from singing to Sylvie. Singing to Sylvie, my daughter, today. Also, I feel a little tone deaf today. Let's go break into some academic systems. The International Academic Database. Load our connections and connect to it. I should save this as my bounce path, actually. Because the IAD has a username and login. Connect. Trace in progress. Scott. Scott bought flour. Scott bought flour. Scott bought flour is a last name I am not familiar with. That took a while. Class 1 degree. That's done now. Now let's find the next person, Stephen Dennington. Stephen Dennington. Stephen Dennington. Let's find you. Trace is at 1%. Trace is at 1%. Mechanical engineering. Class 1. Updated. Updated. Now let's cover our tracks. Cover our tracks. Cover our tracks. Cover our tracks. We need to delete our access logs. Log deleter. Log deleter. Logs deleted. I need to yawn today, it seems quite a lot. I don't know why that is, I got plenty of sleep last night. Done. 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 Both done. Oh, look at all the emails. Look at all the emails. I am now confident. My new rating is untrustworthy. I don't know why that would be. Let's see what's available now. Falsify a social security document. Break into some systems and do some stuff. Prove a fellow employee is overrated. That seems mean to me. Maybe I should do one just because, though. I guess my sing mode is over now. Yeah, falsify a social security document. I'll accept that one too. Why so much money? We need to use the social security record very soon. Who is the target? Wouldn't recognize the name. Okay, whatever. How secure is the target? You will need to bypass the proxy server. So I will need proxy bypass software to get through here. But I can probably get that. So let's exit that and look at software upgrades. proxy bypass, proxy disable. Actively bypasses a proxy with security level of 1. All bypassers require a HUD connection analysis first. Proxy disable, on the other hand, disables a proxy with security level of 1. This action will be detected immediately. Well, let's look at the help security systems. The proxy. Primary purpose of the proxy server is to stop unauthorized users from modifying records or logs. A system with a good proxy server will permit you to examine records and logs, but will not allow you to change them. As such, you will not be able to remove any logs of your actions, nor will you be able to make any alterations to any records on the target system. Proxy servers are extremely popular on government data systems such as the Social Security database and other systems where the data the data itself is sensitive. They can be bypassed simply by disabling them on the target computer, which will typically require admin access, or by running a proxy disable tool. Both of these methods will cause you to get noticed. You can also bypass them silently with the more advanced software tools and the connection analyzer. So I can disable, so if I get admin access, then I can disable the proxy anyway. I guess that's something we can try. Load our path. We'll hit the International Academic Database first and do this one. Daganali, that's the password. I don't really think, I don't know. Who am I doing this for? Tim Pierce. Ah, I see. This is so the... Please let me type in the box. Tim Pierce with an A. Okay. We feel this person scored slightly too highly at his degree. Give him a third-class replacement. Ooh, going from class 1 to class 3, that's kind of mean. Academic record updated. Security log deleter. Nope. And let's go ahead and kill some of these other routing too. Disconnect. Load. Connect to internet. Admin password. Access logs. Do this again. I could probably do a bunch of these and then delete the logs instead of doing it every time, but connection routed, deleted, disconnect. Apply, send. And delete. Yeah, so Paul Hay changed his personal status to read deceased? That's mean. We feel that the man below is living too easily. Change his personal status to read deceased, so the government's going to think he's dead. That's a mean thing to do. Blah 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 blah. Log in. Password breaker. Use maximum CPU and go. Hopefully the sing time was alright. Got my XCOM song to sing when we do XCOM, otherwise it's still going to be the sort of standard sing whatever I'm doing thing. Sunny CG Sunikg Kukix. View log. So I can't actually access the Okay, I don't think I'll be able to use the log deleter here because of these. Yeah, access denied by proxy server. And I can't disable the... Let me try connecting to that again. Yeah, it says admin login, but apparently I don't have... But apparently I don't actually have the ability to... what am I trying to say? My brain is failing me. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed Sing mode. I don't have access to the admin console with his admin account, so I can't manually disable the proxy that way. So let's go to Uplink Internet Services, and what have I got for money? I've got 12,000, so I'm not really anywhere near. So I'm not really close to being able to get the HUD connection analysis stuff, but I could probably get proxy disable to get version 2 or so. That's probably good enough. We'll try it anyway. We'll see if this works. Proxy disable. Go. Disable in the proxy, which takes 1,000,000 years. Disable in the proxy, which takes 1,000,000 years. Trace has begun. Disable the proxy, disable the proxy. Disable in the proxy. Proxy. Success. All right. Now we're looking for Paul Hay. Come on, Paul Hay. Personal status from employed to deceased. Kind of mean, but oh well. Social Security record updated. And view logs. Let's delete all our logs of us doing bad things here. Also, some of these older logs of even connecting here, except for the last one. There's more routing logs I could clear out here, I suppose, as well, but I'll go ahead and do that. Why not? Trace is up to 15%. This one's tracing me 16%. This one's tracing me faster than some of those other ones. So, Rayburst, and anyone else who is around, would you want me to see me continue playing Uplink for the rest of the stream, or do you want me to switch to Lords of Cyberspace? Because I could go either way. There we go. Finished. Disconnect. And we will... Oh, and let's, before we go crazy here, let's delete our logs here. Admin, login. Logs! Be gone, ye logs! Okay, and then disconnect. And we'll complete this mission. Yay, 4,800. Uplink Internal Services System. The other thing I could do is I could play Lords of Cyberspace while still having this the game running so that the soundtrack is still playing. How am I doing financially? Yeah, 13, a little bit less than that when I started that mission since I had to buy some software for it. But I think I will just do all of these. Maybe? All of these doing bad thing to people ones. I guess they're bad for the companies that I'm doing them to. Yeah, we'll do all those. I really don't want to like knock people's grades down and things that badly. Research completed on laser pistol and XCOM. The laser pistol is an effective implementation of new technology. It's the convenience of a pistol with faster and more accurate fire. I guess we'll just move those guys straight into the laser rifle, unless somebody, But I want to play all of the things. And we'll start making laser pistols. Laser pistols. Start with 4 of those. Whee! Back to Uplink. Right, what was I doing? I was doing a bunch of missions at once. Well, not really at once. Still one at a time, but I'll delete the logs for them all at once. So, Optica Technology, Objective Networks. I'm going to take these all out of my bounce path for now. Let's see, Objective Networks, Night Tech, Primus, and Optica. So Night Tech and Primus, and a couple from Objective Networks, and one from Optica. Of course, it's all these same companies that are hiring me to do this stuff too, so. Night Tech, Objective, Optica, Primus. What's the other one? Night Tech. Oh. 1, 2. Oh, that is 4. Okay, yeah, I guess that's all of them. So 2 of these are for Objective Networks, so let's start there. With our password breaker. Go. Go! Break that password. P-A-C-H-I. Pachinko? Is it going to be Pachinko? Looks like it's Pachinko. So I need to destroy 82164 and steal 83 something something something. File utilities, copier, steal 83976. 83976. And destroy 82164. 82164. delete the logs from here. It's like the monitor is running, probably. Let me just check on that real quick. Security, monitor off. There. And we'll disconnect from this one. So those are done. Then Night Tech, destroy data. They're tracing me right away. Destroying 43143. 43143. Right? Destroy this data and all backups. Bye! As I should make sure that there aren't backups of any of these, but oh well, whatever. Okay, monitor is still disabled here, so all I have to log a deleter, delete the logs. Deleting logs, deleting logs. Connection established. Oh, right, there's a... While we're here... Let's delete these earlier logs, although it's going to take a little bit because of the shifting. So my earlier actions can't actually be traced in the future on this server. Removing logs. Slowly removing the logs. Oh, I could speed up my log deleter, actually. Give it maximum C. Oop. Oh well, that's fine. Didn't need to click on that one. Now I'll have to delete an extra log or two, but... So slow. Oh yeah, there's a bunch here. Actually, I guess I had already deleted, so I was gonna delete that line anyway. One, two, three, four, five. We'll have some of this old stuff cleaned up and I won't have to worry about it at all. Probably didn't have to worry about it anyway, because I don't think they, Am I going back to work next week? Yes, that is why there's not going to be streams on Thursdays. Well, part of the reason. Between work and the after-work social on Thursdays, spending too much time on my computer and making it hard for Hannah as well, I think, although she didn't really say anything. So I'm gonna be not streaming Thursdays. Finished. Done. That's Night Tech. So now let's do Primus Computers. Go. Anyone can guess this one? P-A-I-N Paint Boy. Paint Boy. Password is Paint Boy. Destroy, destroy, destroy. Oh, Steve Jackson Games is having me do this one. 92595. No, not admin. File server. File leader 92595. That's it, right? 92595. Yeah, that's it. What am I doing? Log deleter, there we go. And last one of this batch. And we're going to go to Optica Technology. Which is which one? Ah, it's the one in Africa. I guess I've already broken into once. I need to steal 34036. File copier 34036. Trace is running, but running very slowly. Turn off the monitor. I don't remember what the monitor does exactly. I think it's responsible for starting traces in some cases, and maybe turning on some other security things, but I'd have to look at the help again, since I haven't looked at that help page in however many years. Access the file. Nope, nobody accessed that file. Don't know what you're talking about. Okay, now, load. Now we can clean up the main logs here. Get rid of these routing things. File destroyed. 1500 for that. This one wants 83976. Send that. Thank you for working for us and all that stuff. The destroyed data, I did that. Destroy this data, I did that. Thank you for working for SJ Games. Oh, and my rating is now neutral. Went from untrustworthy to neutral. Return this file 34036. Ah. There we go. Did all those, and then I can clean my memory out. If I really wanted to be smart and work and minimize my trace time. Oh, yeah, I think she's feeling better, though now she thinks she has a sore throat and her ears bothering her, I guess. But overall, her sinus thing kind of started going away as soon as she started taking the antibiotics, so maybe it was going to go away by itself, but I don't know. 22,000. I could upgrade my hardware with that much money. Uplink internal services system. You can see I can't do most of these. There's a couple that I could do now, but I could also pass time and get more missions unlocked. Well, see you later, Slothy Sunday. I was actually really thinking that I was going to change over to Lords of Cyberspace now, but maybe I'll just keep doing this. Let's go shopping. Hardware upgrades. Actually, gateway upgrades? Yeah. There's no room in this for CPU upgrades, and I can't upgrade the memory very much. This is basically the same system, but with one extra memory slot. And this is the same system with a little more memory. Now if I go to more expensive, this is an all-around improvement. I can put more memory in this, and I can put more CPUs in it. And apparently it has some sort of separate thing here. Separate security system. So it says max security is 0, but I think this has to be some sort of security device. I don't know. Maybe I'll hold off on that for a bit. And we'll make time go by a little. Well, I didn't get arrested or anything. Oops. Now I do want to stay here. Welcome back to my gateway. Yeah, I want to go to the internal services. What I want to look at is... I want to look at some more of the help files, I guess. Maybe the rankings. Gateway computers. Oh, this will have physical specs. No, this isn't... I'm looking for like a list of gateways with specs, but no, it doesn't look like they have that. So I want to know what's up with that one that has its separate... Well, let's look at security. Oh, these are, right, these are hostile security systems. Secure connections. Oh, call bouncing, active traces, passive traces, trace tracking, active tips, and passive tips. So let's look at active traces. Whenever you begin to act suspiciously, the target machine will begin to trace you. Many computers are running security software which begins a trace on certain key actions, such as trying hundreds of passwords very fast, deleting logs, or use of the admin account. Whilst you're connected, you will be traced with an active trace. The agents on the target machine trace the physical lines that you're using. This method can result in a trace back to your gateway in as little as 1 minute. You can see an active trace as it happens on your mini. I think you need a HUD upgrade for that, which should provide ample warning before the trace completes. You're strongly advised to disconnect before an active trace is completed. Passive traces. Whenever you use call bouncing to connect to a computer, you will leave logs behind on each computer used. Normally this is not a problem, but this information can be used against you. If you disconnect before an active trace is completed, the company that owned the computer may begin a passive trace. They will dig up any logs left by you and trace you that way. It can take longer, usually several hours, but the results can be just as severe. Because of this, you should make every effort to delete the logs you need. You never need to delete all the logs on every system you bounce through. Deleting the logs in one system will be sufficient to break the chain and prevent traces from proceeding. Whilst you're hacking, it's inevitable that people will attempt to trace you. It is very important that you avoid being traced. This, of course, requires that you know how close you are to being traced at any point. If you purchase the relevant HUD upgrade from the software sales screen, the mini-map will show you the progress of any active traces visually. You can also purchase software such as the Trace Tracker, which sits in the corner of your screen and will report the progress of any active traces. Some later versions even record the time you were remaining before you were traced. Active tips. There are several important points to keep in mind when setting up connections. If done correctly, you can give yourself the extra few seconds you need to get the job done without being caught. Firstly, bouncing through a random computer will not work against any reasonably secure system. You'll be able to trace through that link in seconds. If you bounce through a system that you've already compromised and have an access account available, the trace will take much longer. If you bounce through a system on which you have admin access, the trace will take longer still. In general, the higher security the system you bounce through, the longer it will take to trace through that link. It's worth keeping in mind that you can lose your username and password and log in on a system if you route through it too many times. Passive tips. There are several methods of preventing passive traces from coming back to you. Here are some suggestions. First, it's best to delete any logs left behind on the target machine. It's not always possible, though. You may be forced to disconnect quickly, and it is not always successful. If you can establish one link in the chain on a computer that you can access easily, you can erase the logs on that machine after every call once. This requires admin access on a low-security system. Academic systems are ideal for this due to the low consequence and cost. Another common trick is to route through a financial or government system. These companies are typically very restrictive to opening their logs to other agents due to the sensitivity of their data. Well, I mean, I'm routing through, like, all of the systems, so whatever. Basic tools, missions. So talk about... So this, I was looking at something talked about my Neuromancer rating, but hide. Alright, run your log deleter. Locate the logs you've created with your actions, especially the ones that detail where your connection came from, and target your log deleter on them. Logs will be deleted, delete a clear marker behind, more advanced, blah blah blah. Real world hacking, you'd probably not delete the logs on the target machine, you would not have time. Instead, you would bounce your connection to a system on which you have admin access. After the hack, you would connect to that system and remove those logs in safety, breaking the chain of logs between your software. Right. Yeah, so I guess nothing really tells me about my Neuromancer rating, as far as I can tell. We have our ratings. I am number 25. I'm 25th in the list, I guess, of fake uplink people. Let's see, is there news? Just news from agent activity, looks like. I guess I'll go ahead and do these two. Or, well, I'll do one and then I'll do the other if I don't gain a level. Load International Academic Database. Connect. Why is my trace tracker not running? Oh, because I disconnected earlier. Security. Cracker. Break password. Please, break password. Please break the password. I need it to be broken. NAC. I. N. Nabisco. No, wait. Nasino. Nasinox. Nasinox. I probably should just try to find the read-write login, because that might not even result in a trace. Oops. Search records. Let's find Tim Pierce. Didn't I already do something to Tim Pierce? Like move him from class 2 to class 1 or something? No, he's already got a... Or I already set him to class 3, I guess. Okay, fine. I already did this for somebody else. Someone else, I guess, hired me to do this, so it's already done. Log deleter. Disconnect. Oh, and the I need to get rid of this routing information. I guess I could have just like looked at the records and determined that it was done already. I am now intermediate, so I've gained an uplink rating. And I'm back down to untrustworthy, because I guess, because that was naughty. Internal Services System. Alright. Now I have a lot more things. Client interested on financial data on an enemy. Trace a recent balance transfer. Help stop a hacker from ever working again. That probably means putting them in jail. A couple of those. Those are worth a lot of money. This probably doesn't mean tracing them. It probably just means like giving them a criminal, like an outstanding warrant in the database, in the law enforcement database. Find financial details, trace a balance transfer. Destroy customer records on a sales system. Quite interested in financial data on an enemy. Yeah, so a bunch of those sorts of things. Let's take a look at this. Why so much money? The data is highly personal, well protected. Who is the target? Nobody would know. How secure is the target? There will be some defensive action. You may encounter proxy servers or firewalls. I should be able to buy whatever software I need to get through that. We got a lot more storage at our headquarters there. Proxy servers or firewalls. Okay, agreed. Let's just try one of these. Mark Noel. The other thing is I should be making notes of these account numbers, because that could be useful in the future. Let me find a good place to do that. Where's my streaming? Where's one of my streaming folders? Streaming info folder things. Huh, I guess I closed them all. New folder for Uplink. We're gonna have Uplink account numbers. Accounts. So this account number is at SIM PLC International Bank. Mark Noel 371534. And I'll also put in how much the amount is on that. Determine the size of his loan. There's the bank. About us. Trace tracker running. Access to, ooh, this one has all kinds of things. Admin password, voice print identification. Okay, my password breaker is making progress though, so that's something. But I probably don't actually need to break into this with a. I probably don't actually need to get into the admin of this. Probably what all I need is to barbecue. Is it really gonna be barbecue? Nope, it's not. Barbia. Bears? Bar beam. Fire your bar beams. Bar beam. No. Yeah, I can't do these other things though. Anyway, so let's try that again. And we're just going to try to log into his personal account. And his existing account. with the 3715344. So the account numbers are the usernames, I think, based on logging into my own account info. And we just need to, we don't need to edit anything. So even if Mandalore? No. Mandals. View statement. So there's a bunch more accounts that I could look at here. 648.137.667.654.5369203. This just gives me some things to look at so I can locate accounts that have a lot of money in them, potentially. 2281834 475 754 957 932 302 864 883.668.211.784 4133 876 703 666 253 972 1900841 and 648 137 767 654 188 There's a whole bunch of those. It's a few account. So this one has a very small balance. 2120. The loan is loan 4400, which I only care about because that's the actual mission, is to find that loan amount. Done. Now we can't delete the logs on this system, so we're going to have to just disconnect and delete the logs in this system. Security log deleter. Get rid of this routing information. And I should have deleted this first because it'd be faster, but done. So that should do it. Reply. $4400. Send. Done. Okay, so there we got some more money. So yeah, to break into a bank's admin, we need voice print matching software and the cipher breaking, the elliptic curve cipher breaker thingamajig. Let's just get an idea of how expensive those are, and also possibly firewall and proxy bypassing software if I want to edit anything, like deleting balance transfer logs. Uplink internal services. Let's get an idea of how much all that costs. I also probably want this IP lookup so that I can connect to those IPs directly. Yeah. IP probe is also probably something, well, it's a little more expensive. Defrag? Oh, to organize my memory better, but it also takes some memory, so eh. Yeah, the decipher is a little pricey. Especially if you want faster. I guess it's pricier for faster versions, but it's not cheap to start with either. And then the voice analyzer tool. Costs 5,000. So I could probably buy all the software I would need to break into the banks, but I don't know that I really have everything I need to do it. But let's go ahead and buy this IP lookup thing, because I do need that, or to just check some of these IP addresses directly. Let's fiddle with my bookmarks here. Don't really need that one to be a special color. Internet really is the only one that... Yeah, let's have these all be normal colored except, or just hidden, except for the internet and the internal services systems. Let's hide these as well. Yeah, none of the things I have now are... Oh, IP lookup. Yeah, none of the links I have now, I think, are for any of these banks. 883, 7475, 703, 648. I don't see any of those first. Let's just look at one or two of these. 648.137.767.654. Go! Primus Computers International Bank is over there. Next. What's that? We are 5369203. Security. No, crackers. Password breaker. Go! Go get him, password breaker. C-H-O, chocolate? No, C-H-O-N. Chong. Chongs. Chongsu? Chongsun. Chongsun. As I just want to see the balance. The balance is not very high. I want to find an account with millions in it. Ideally. Or at least hundreds of thousands. There's another one here. 1880730. Security crack password breaker. Yeah, I'll just look at these two, and I'll sort my list here so that they're banks that are the same are together. I was doing for the named banks, but I'm not doing for the... Yeah, I didn't get a good look at what that one was. Oh well. You have not that much money either. But no loan, so no debt. That's nice for them. We'll clear our logs and end our stream. Let's see. Access logs. Log deletion. And disconnect. Done. We are done. Oh, let's also note that this is Primus Computers International Bank with IP, and then put these accounts under that. Okay. Well, I kind of want to look at this other bank that has 2 accounts in it, but that'll be for next time. Exit. So next time, I think I'll play more Uplink, because I don't feel like it's getting particularly grindy yet, because we got more new things to do, and more... Let's switch over here. More new things... Oh, and let's save our XCOM. Save. Now let's use that same save. So yeah, next time we will Probably play more Uplink and maybe Little Lords of Cyberspace, and that will be on Sunday morning, after the day after my D&D. That's why things switched from Saturday to Sunday, is because I do Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday with some live and some remote players, and it takes and having to do a stream in the morning would definitely mentally impact my preparedness. So that's why that's moved to Sunday. So yeah, good night. I do want to raid someone, and if you would all stick around long enough to say hi to them, that would be cool. So there should be actually, and rather than say hi, if you have a sub, go ahead and spam whatever emotes of mine that you have access to, whether it's that one, the disturb one, or the hi one, whichever of these you have in there. Just give them a line like whatever you can do in their chat. Sim stream. I did him last time, I think. Feline Soul, he's got a fun stream with his masks. Let's do him. He's playing Castle Crashers, which is a game I've seen like every PAX I have ever been to, I think, but never actually played. Feels like every PAX I've ever been to. Maybe it's not, but yeah. Like if you would ride the raid and say hi to them, and otherwise, have a good night and maybe see you Saturday.